Welcome back to PlayStation Corner. My name is Alex and today we're taking my weekly look at deals on the PSN stores covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. We also then have a winner to announce for a $10 PSN gift card and one more to give away. Now all you need to do, drop a comment down below and the winner they'll be announced in next week's video. So with that, like, hit subscribe, join our growing PlayStation family and let's get started. So for sure an indie week this one, and we're starting things with Descenders, a downhill mountain bike experience. It's really unique as it blends its mechanics with the roguelike genre. Now the idea here, you're competing through a number of events on tracks that are procedurally generated, you'll be earning sponsors along the way, and then you'll basically be going at a breakneck pace. Failed too many times though and it's back to the very beginning. Not a great looking game honestly, but it for sure captures that speed and throws in a drum and bass soundtrack for good measure. It's 40% off, but if you have PS Plus, expect 50% off, making a new low price. Haven then is a great little game from the game bakers. They previously made the brutally difficult Fury. Then they have returned with this relaxed affair all about exploration, something I did not expect. It also throws in a dash of turn-based RPG combat. I just love the visual style, the exploration in the gameplay, and also the soundtrack here is stunning. I even picked that up on final release because it really is something special. The story though, two lovers, they are on the run from a government looking to separate them, and yeah, it's packing local co-op support as well. Just overall a great narrative adventure, and it's matching the low with 30% off, and it has a free PS5 upgrade as well. The cheapest game on today's list then, the Hong Kong Massacre, a top-down shooter. You are a former police officer on the hunt for those that killed your partner. Think here Hotline Miami meets John Woo as you run through this world, and the trick here is to pull off all sorts of mid-air acrobatics to avoid a bullet to the face. Not an easy game, but a blast. Its only weaknesses, a few boss moments that just feel kind of out of place, and a few moments that are a little trial and error. 65% off though, that is a steal and a new low price. Puzzle fans then, check out Superliminal. The story goes like this: you're watching TV and as you're falling asleep, a sleep therapy commercial is playing in the background. Next thing you know, you awake and now you're a part of the program. Find your way through this world though, where the puzzles are all based around perspective. Seriously creative this one, and I really did like it. It's a new low price with 40% off. Now I don't have a VR unit myself unfortunately. I was one of those I'll wait for Model 2, which seems to be taking a while at this point, but we've got on a huge VR sale this week and there's a ton of games worth deep diving into, so yeah, head to the store if VR is your thing. If I had a unit though, gotta say I'd be grabbing Doom VFR, which, yeah, I mean, it has a huge 67% discount. That is a new low price, and I haven't played it myself, so don't take it as a recommendation, but Doom, it rarely misses the mark. Old school fans then, Turok Bundle, it's here with a new low of 40% off. Now you can buy both of them separately, those are prices we have seen before, but this seems like a great entry point for those that may not have picked them up just yet. Classic first person shooters as you're thrown into a world full of dinosaurs. It's for sure going to be an acquired taste given, you know, the visual style, but they are classics for a reason, and yeah, personally both are quality. My opinion though, probably a little bit biased as I grew up with them on the N64. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World then is back on sale, 30% off or 35% with PS Plus, that's matching the low price. It's a side-scrolling brawler based on the movie and graphic novel of the same name. The idea here, you're out to defeat the evil X's with your favourite characters. It has local play though, online support, and it also has a killer soundtrack from Anna Managuchi, which you should absolutely check out. If you want something weird, then Mundaun would be a good bet, and it's matching the low here with 25% off. It's a first-person horror experience. You're out to reach the top of a mountain while facing a whole host of, think, enemies and puzzle moments. The visuals are the highlight though, it's hand-drawn, so all the mechanics, we've seen it all before. We haven't seen it presented in this style, and it really adds to that creep factor. I especially like the colour palette as well, it adds kind of like a gothic vibe to things. Stressful in a different kind of way then is SnowRunner. Now I didn't expect to like the original entry MudRunner, but it suckered me in and it was very much the same here. This is more strategy than anything in my opinion though, as you set out to make all sorts of deliveries over what is some incredible terrain. It's a game where you could be going, let's say, less than 1 mile an hour, you're stuck in mud, but the satisfaction here is when you manage to pull through it. If the name didn't give it away as well, we got a whole lot of snow in this one, and yeah, it's matching the low price with 50% off. Windbound then is far from a perfect game, but this 60% off, it's a steep discount, a new low price. It got countless comparisons at launch to Zelda thanks to its visual style, but it's survival through and through. Now the core concept is repetitive, but if you like the survival world, you'll find something to like here. You're traversing islands, taking down wildlife, staying alive, and lighting what are lanterns of sorts to progress. Throughout then, you'll be building up your boat and sailing away. Now if permadeath isn't for you as well, you will need to try it again and again with this one, so you can turn that off in the options menu for something that would feel just a little bit more relaxed. Neoverse then is a recent card deck builder. I really enjoyed this one. It's a sci-fi spin on that roguelike formula. You're entering this world, battling through waves of enemies and then moving through portals to new locations. It's not the most difficult to beat, but it adds a few extra modes and unlocks for longevity. It's also short on story, which is kind of a shame given the cool setting, but the core gameplay, it's good stuff, and it's here with 50% off. That's a new low price, so if you've ever fancied, a dash of anime with your cards, this is probably going to be the place to look. Our penultimate game of the week then, that is Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. It's a prequel to the game Rebel Galaxy, and it's an open world space exploration combat game, but there's also quite a bit of dialogue in here as well to add the adventure element to things. Now I'd watch a full review on this one. It's for sure an in-depth game, but it's got a really unique art style, over 24 hours of music, tons of spacecraft to explore, and a story that's set around chasing down a killer and earning your cash. It's a new low price with 55% off, and I think sci-fi fans, you will really like it. But again, like acquired taste, I would watch a full review before you do part with your cash. Our winner of the week then for the $10 PSN gift card, it's going to Andy Simpson, who called out he's just picked up a PS4 and he's already subscribed to Switch Corner, which I always appreciate. Congrats to Andy. Drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's video. Our final game of the week then, that is Operation Tango. Now yes, this was free on PS Plus for PS5 owners, but for those with PS4, or maybe those that even missed it, I wanted to give it a shout out as it was a budget game to begin with. Now it's rocking 20% off. It's a co-op only experience, online only as well. I reviewed it here on the channel, we completed it over on Twitch, and yeah, as I said, no local play, but you'll have an absolute blast. Only one person needs to own the game, which is always good though. Player 2 gets a code to download and play along, and you'll have one character that's kind of acting out the missions, I guess, while the other is more recon and tactical. It's got a nice variety though to its missions and a fun storyline to back it all up. I'll link my full review down below if you do want to check it out. And that's another week down. With all the PSVR deals, it's for sure led to what is a more indie themed week, but a lot of good stuff is out there. No doubt there's plenty more to come. I'm hoping to see some drops around all the Gamescom action happening currently, but yeah, will you be adding anything to the library this week, or are you holding onto that cash? With that then, hit subscribe, join our growing PlayStation family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.